In today's video I'm gonna be showing you how to make step by step these amazing circular earrings with fringes. This is a beginners friendly tutorial, so stay with me until the end because I'm showing useful tips and tricks that you can apply successfully in your beading. Consider subscribing with the bell, liking, sharing and commenting if you want to receive more free tutorials like this. You could also check the membership option that provides massive value, video courses and digital patterns, and is very inexpensive. Check description and the join button. Okay guys, so what I'm using here for this design are 4 colors of 11/0 seed beads: green, yellow, red and black. I'm also using earring findings. This is Nylbond Nylon Thread. You could use other type of thread of your choice. You could do the top part with Fireline or other favorite thread, but the fringes need to be with nylon thread because they dangle and look better generally with this type of thread. Also, I'm using size 11 beading needle, use similar size 12 or 11 for example, and scissors. And now I'm going to take about an arm span of thread, which is about 150-160 meters in my case, and later I will add more thread. So let's get started. Okay guys, so I'm starting my work by picking up 8 of those beautiful green beads. I'm sliding those down. I will stick my needle in my mat, and here what I want to do is to make a knot, and I'm making my knot by going twice or even 3 times and pulling gently. Okay, create a loop and go 2 or 3 times around it, and then make just one more knot. Make sure you're not stacking any beads inside the loop while you do this. In my next step guys, I want to go through 1 or 2 beads in this direction. Then I need a black bead guys, and I'm going backwards through this green, just like this. And you see here I have a loop between the green and the black one, and pull tight. Now I go in the next green bead. I take 1 black and I go in the next green as well. So I'm going in the bead, in the green bead that I'm exiting out of, back in circle. I have a loop here between the green and the black one, and I'm also going through the following green just to save time, just to save one movement. So I take 1 black, I go backwards through the bead I'm exiting out of and through the following, just like this. And you see here the loop that I have, that I used to connect those beads. And this is called circular square stitch guys. I just add in circle beads and connect them to the beads of the previous circle. I'm going to do this until the end. Okay, I have this now, and in my next step guys, I want to step up in this outside row that I created with black beads, just like that. I'm going into one of the black beads here. I'm taking 1 black and I want to fill the gap between these 2 black beads with 1 more black. You see? But you know what? because I'm right-handed, it's easier for me to go in this direction. If you prefer the other direction, no problem, go in the other direction. I know that a lot of the creative people are left-handed, so left or right, it doesn't matter. Just what matters is to fill in those gaps between the beads. Okay, and we are done with this row. In my next step, I want to add another row. So I take a yellow one and I go back like this, like before. So yeah, one yellow and go like this. Then I go in the next black bead. This time, guys, I take 2 yellow beads and go back in circle. And again, through the one that I'm exiting out of, back in circle, and through the next, just to save time, like before. Okay. And I'm going to repeat this until the end. 1 yellow, go backwards, 2 yellows, go backwards, 1 yellow, go backwards, 2 yellows, go backwards, and repeat this, guys, until the end of this row. I will do this off camera and I will meet you at the last step. So 1 2 1 2 1 2 and meet me here. Okay, guys, and I hope you paused this video and you are now up to the last step, and if you work correctly, you will have 2 beads as this at this last step, because we have 1 2 1 2 1 2. In our first row we have 8 beads, in the second row you have 16 because you double them, and here you will have 24 beads. In each row they grow with 8 beads. Here we doubled half of the beads, so we doubled 8 beads, yeah, and we have 24 in total. But don't mind the numbers, just work with me and it will all work out. So now I'm flipping it. Why I flip it? Because it's easier for me to go in this direction, and I want to go through all of those beads one more time. Why? Because they are not well arranged. They are moving around. And I want to make them nicely and tightly arranged and looking good. Okay. Now, guys, I have this. Yeah, nicely and tightly arranged beads. In the next step, I'm going to continue the same thing. I take 1 black, I go back in circle through the yellow and the following yellow. I take another black, I go back in circle through this and through the following yellow. And then I take 2 black beads and I go back in circle through the 3rd bead. So this is the formula that I'm going to follow during this row. I will have black, black, 2 blacks, black, black, 2 blacks, black, black, 2 blacks. In this way, I will double 1/3 of the beads because I add 2 black beads to every third bead. That's why 1/3 of the beads are double. And I'm going to repeat the same thing. I take 1 black, go backwards through this yellow, another black, go backwards again the same time through this yellow and through the following, and then 2 black beads. Go back through this one and through the following. And it will be the same thing, guys, until the end. 1 black, 1 black, 2 black, 2 blacks, and I'm going to repeat this until the end, absolutely the same way, by adding 1 black, 1 black, 2 black beads. So I double 1/3 of the beads, and they are with 8 more from the previous row. Okay, I will continue this off camera and I will meet you here, guys. You can pause this video, do this row and meet me. Okay, and for the last 3 steps, guys, I have 1 black, 1 black, 2 black beads. If you work correctly, this is what you should have. Now it comes the familiar step where you go through all of those beads here to straighten them up. And I can flip my work like this while doing this. If it's easier for you, as I said, you can go in the other direction. Okay, and I've been through all of those beads, guys. Now I will make a red row, and maybe you already know how I'm making it. So I take 1 red, another red, and another red, so after I add 3 single reds, I add 2 reds, so I double this bead here. So in the previous row it was 2 single, 1 double, and here it will be 3 single and 1 double. Okay, I will show you 2 more times and we'll let you do this by yourself. Okay, 1, 2, 3 single, and 1 double. 1 red, 2 reds, 3 single red beads, and here I add, on the 4th step, I add 2 beads. So I double every 4th bead here. So the formula continues the same way. In this row, the 2nd row, I doubled the beads. Then I had 16. Then I doubled half of the beads and I had 24. Then I doubled 1/3 of the beads and I had 32. And in this row, I will double 1/4 of the bead, so every 4th bead, and I will have 40 beads. Okay, I will continue until the end. 1, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2. And I will come back for the last steps. Okay, and here I am for the last 4 steps, where I take 1, 1, 1, and 2. Okay, and then as usual, I'm going in this direction through the beads, and I want to flip my work. And go through all of those beads. Okay, now I reinforce this, and at this step, guys, what I want to do is to cut this thread. Now, if you don't want to add fringes, you can make just these simple earrings by adding an earring finding here. But if you want to continue with me, what you should do is to make a knot and cut this thread, because it's not enough for the fringes. I took on purpose shorter thread, so it would be easier for me to work. Because if I took the whole length, it would be more difficult. That's why I took about an arm span, 150, 160 meters, 1.5, 1.6 meters. And then, after you make your knot, the way I showed you, you can zigzag through some beads. You can, of course, repeat this knot if you want, okay? It's up to you. And then you cut this thread. Now I'm going to take the same length of thread, around 150, 160 meters, which is about an arm span, and I will be back. Okay guys, now I have this long thread on my needle, and what I'm going to do is to go through some beads here. I pull this thread, I leave here a small tail and pull and squeeze like this with my thumb. Then I make here a loop and I go twice through this loop I've made. Then maybe you can go through some beads here. I'm adding the knot in the dark area because I will need to go through the red ones several times, and I prefer not to have any knots there. Okay, now I'm here exiting out of the black one, and I want to go here like this through the red ones. This is how I attach my thread to my work. Now I want to create the basis of my fringes. I will flip because it's easier for me, as I said, to go in this direction. So I'm going backwards through this red bead with 2 beads added, like that. Then I want to go in the next red one, like this. And I add 1 more. And I go through it and through the following. Like this. I take another black, go back through this one and through the following. And here at my last step I need just 1 more black, but this time I'm going only through 1 red bead. Okay, just like that. And in the next step I want to go through this black one here, like that. So I have this beautiful basis here, guys, for my fringes. Again, I want to flip like this. And I will add the long sequence for my first fringe and I'll be back. So the sequence that I take for my first fringe is black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, 7 yellow, green, black, green, black, green, black, 7 green, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, 7 red, and 3 yellow. Okay, now in my next step, what I want to do is to take my fringe like this, and I will skip these first 3 yellow beads. I'm not going through them, but I want to go backwards through all of the other beads, the whole length of this fringe. Be careful not to skip any beads, because otherwise it won't look good and you will have to redo everything. Okay. Now I'm exiting here like that, in this black where I started the whole process from. And then I want to go in the neighbor black, like this. Now guys, I'm in a position to start the next fringe. I will take the long sequence that I need for the next fringe and I'll be back. Okay guys, and what I have for the second fringe are 5 black beads, and then the sequence is the same from here on. Yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, 7 yellow, green, black, green, black, green, black, 7 green, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, 7 red, and 3 yellow. So the only difference between these 2 fringes and that is here it starts with 1 black and here it starts with 5 black beads, so with 4 more than here. Other than that, it's the same. And I will show you how. Again, I go through all of those beads. So I skip the yellow ones and I go backwards through all of the other beads. And if it's loose, I just pull it tight. And again, very careful, don't skip any beads. It's better to do it slowly than to redo everything later. So that's why here you go slowly. Okay. Through all of the beads. Now, here I do a small trick. I go like this through these two black beads from the previous fringe, and then I go backwards through these two beads of the next fringe. In this way I make them stay nice and tight next to each other with this additional reinforcement that I do. Okay? I hope it makes sense. It's not obligatory, but I just find that they sit better like this. Don't hesitate to reinforce wherever you think it doesn't look good. So here I will create the middle fringe and I'll be back. Okay, then for my next fringe I need 9 black beads, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, 7 yellow, green, black, green, black, green, black, 7 green, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, 7 red and 3 yellow beads. Okay, I'll go back the same time. I will do this additional reinforcement here the way I showed you, and I will come back for the 4th fringe. And just to mention that this fringe here, the only difference with the previous one are 4 more black beads in the beginning. Here we had 5, now we have 9. Okay, see you in a while. Okay guys, and my next fringe is absolutely the same as this second one, so it mirrors it, and it consists of 5 black beads and then again yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, 7 yellow, green, black, green, black, green, black, 7 green, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, 7 red and 3 yellow. I'll go back and come for the last fringe. Okay guys, and this is my last fringe, which is absolutely the same as the first one. I take 1 black bead, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow, black, 7 yellow, black, green, black, green, black, green, black, 7 green, black, red, black, red, black, red, black, 7 red and 3 yellow beads. Now I will go back and I will tell you how to attach your earring finding. Now guys, what I want to do is to go through these red beads and reach the opposite part of my earring. Okay, I want to go through 18 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I go through 5 more. Then through 5 more. In fact, go through 19 beads, guys. 15 plus 4, it's 19 beads. 19. Now take 1 black, an earring finding, and 1 black, and go back like this through these 2 red beads backwards. Okay, yeah, it's exactly the opposite side. Then what I want to do is to go one more time and reinforce those beads back in circle, guys. Yeah, okay, now I have this. In my next step, I want to go here in the inner black circle, and I want to make a knot the same way I showed you before, with a loop and going twice through this loop. Then I want to zigzag through some beads. But when you're ready with the reinforcement knots and zigzagging, cut your thread as close as possible to your work. And we're done. Okay guys, and now my circular fringe earrings are ready, so if you like them and you want to see more of my free similar content, please like, share, comment and subscribe. In this way, YouTube will show you more of my designs. Consider also checking the membership option that is very inexpensive for the value it provides, which is 9 video courses and 45 PDF beading patterns that will be 50 until New Year. So you could definitely check this one out. And now guys, see you in the next video.